Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Raum today based around his F and this kind of distance heal sort of reset setup. Consider it one of my classic setups. Raum is actually my highest level frontline, which I learned right before recording this video. He's 38, everybody else is like 36 or under, even though for me it isn't all that accurate for how much I played each character because of the changes we've had since I've been playing Paladins. Of course, I played Nara way more than I have Raum, but I just thought it was interesting to kind of point out because these levels are a little bit all over the place. But anyway, yeah, the thing we're covering today is of course a Marathon Raum. It's kind of a catchy name for it, where we're going to go for Enforcer and just run around through our enemies and away from our problems. I don't feel like this really needs that much of an intro. It's way easier to just show you it than it is to talk about it here, but it does work really well. It is actually a solid way to play Raum as long as you're not being countered by like a Genos with the grip or a Grover with the root, which will kind of screw you over. I can't believe I just accidentally picked Grover. That's probably one of the first times I've ever done that in a video, so I guess I'm going to cut game one out of this. I could maybe leave it in. It'd be really weird if I just actually started a Raum video with a Grover match, so maybe I'll do it, but this wasn't intended at all. I just by default grabbed Grover because it was the last thing I mentioned before we went into the lobby. Also, I want to mention real quick, because I didn't do it last time when you guys were worried that I wasn't going to come back. I disappeared for like a week. I might be missing like a week or half a week worth of videos because I've got family over for the first time in literal years, so I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off. I'm going to try and get some stuff pre-prepared, but sometimes videos don't work out and I run out of time or whatever, so if I disappear, don't worry, I will be back in like less than a week if there's no uploads. Alright, well, one accidental game of Grover later, we can finally play some Raum, although it seems like I can't actually use the heatsink skin with a skin booster, which is kind of weird. I think it's just letting me preview it, right? It's not showing it as unlocked because of like the new preview system. I don't know, we'll see if I guess recolor Raum. It doesn't really matter. Still looks really weird to me how still he is here in the menus, like the head should be animated or something. Looks odd, but we've got Onslaught Primal Court for game 1 or 2. We've got Tyra, Dredge, Ceres, and Vora. Then for their side, they've got a Cassie, a Yag, a Grok, and then a Vora and a Grover who do screw us over quite a bit. So we'll start with Kronos, just so we can spam that F as much as possible. Burn Monster, Hurl, Mortal Reach, Relentless Presence, Totemic Ward, Rampant Blooming, Unyielding Pressure, Corrosive Acid, and Big Game. Obviously, we don't have any Cauterize. It's going to be pretty damn hard to go through the healers here. There's a Q and the F. We should be fine. There's a hit, there's a hit, there's a hit. We can do a bit of a spin here, tap the Vora again, run onto the objective, pop the Q for the reset. We'll go in with the F here again. There's a bunch of taps. That is the cripple from the Grover, so that does still stop us. We'll go for the ult. That should be a freaking bunch of hits. I was like 4 people perfectly lined up. There we go. Thank you for the free damage. There's a Q and the F. Back up to full health. We can run in, just start tapping them, do a little bit of a spin, got rid of the Vora. Grok went for the ult. That's the Q with the reset. That really is a key part to the setup. Hit the Cassie, hit the Grover and the Grok, stopped back at spawn, got some more Kronos and a little bit of Cauterize. We'll just tap the Yag and then do a spin over this way, hit the Vora, tap her again if we can with the double hit. There we go. Maybe we can just finish her off here with the Gatling gun. Great. Just shots here into the Yag for free, which is melting her. She is the only one on the point, so of course she's just going to get shredded. Somehow though, we're not winning. We're actually even. I feel like we've been shredding them here, but I guess I have. I've not died yet. That's Grover going for the ult. We'll pop the F, kind of go around the side here, just tap a couple of them, tap on the Cassie. We'll just tap the Yag, tap the Grover. That was actually kind of perfectly there just to finish him off. There's the Q. I don't have the F up. I will in a second. There we go. We can pop it. Kronos really does help us out. There goes the Cassie. Tap on the Vora, tap on the Grok, tap on the Yag. Sure, just running around causing a mess here with Raum's great. It's actually a great demonstration for it. Pop the F, just get some healing from our card. The yellow Yag, you're here on like no health. There's the Q. She should be dead. We'll go for the ult just to make sure that they're all gone here, I reckon. Nearly got the F off cooldown. There we go. Just going to run in. Thanks, Ceres, for the heal, but it's got bursted. 5.8k from the crossbow. You mad? Big game there, really putting in work. We'll finish off our Kronos, get a little more Cauterized going, then we'll get some Haven to help with the damage reduction. Ceres is actually doing a pretty good job on heals though. Yag's just running around playing very, very weird. Pop the F, tap the Yag. We actually kind of have a very similar sort of movement profile, I guess, when she's in her travel form. Just push here on the Grover. More shots. Are we actually going to be able to shred through him? I think we are. Shots onto the Yag. She's just getting melted. Jesus Christ. That Burn Monster from Tyra, which I didn't even realize she had, is of course putting in mad work. Tried to do the spin. Completely failed at it. Hello, Vora. There's the Q. F is on like 1 second cooldown. If we can just get it off, that'd be great. That's the Vora execute. Okay, never mind. So much for that play. Even though the other ways of playing Raum are really, really good, and I do enjoy them quite a bit, and I'm sometimes better than this setup. There are situations like this one where I would actually go for this normally, and so far it's working out great. We'll pop the F, just tap the Cassie, tap the Yag, tap everybody we bloody can. There's just more hits. We do have the ult. I guess we'll go ahead and pop it. That Ceres ult just about was around the corner. We did hit somebody else. Shots into the Yag though. I think the rest of the team have got more Cauterized than me. Use the Q and the F out of time there, but that's fine. There's more taps on them. Finish off the Yag. Just chase it down. Finish off the Cassie too if we can. My accuracy's not very good, and my Q's on cooldown by like 1 second. God damn it. Like, I barely ever see people play Raum like this. I guess it doesn't really fit his character that much, but to me it's just so much more fun to play him running around than just like holding left click on people. Really kind of playing him like a turret. This way you're playing as kind of a, I don't know, deployable steamroll engine. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. One thing that I didn't really talk about is that this does give you a ton of mobility. You're moving around the map a lot with this. I mean, you're literally just trying to run through people. Cauterize does screw it over a little bit because it counters your healing, but even another damage reduction you get, and even with Cauterize, the peel is quite nice, and obviously you're getting rid of people with it because the damage you deal is like 600 a hit. There goes the Grover. If we can just finish him off. I do have max Cauterize now, so we should be able to. He's playing kind of like a bot. Seems like we have managed to pull a little bit of a lead, but I feel like we should be winning way more than by like 50-60 points. There's a couple little taps. Look at the healing we've got on that. Really the only thing here that's screwing me over is the Cassie with big game, so we'll get some Haven to help that out because she's just shredding me with damage. We took like again 5k from that last fight. That is the Dredge with the ult. There goes the Yag any second. We'll pop the Q for the reset. That Grover cripple really sucks. Even with rampant blooming, it does still screw us over. He doesn't even have to grab deep roots for it to stop us. That's definitely a big reason why the setup has a harder time. Sometimes if we're in a situation where we're being countered a ton, it can be really rough, even with the max Cauterize, because Grover's right clicks on like a 3-second cooldown. Just have to try and dodge it and time it after he's thrown it, I guess. But there's some more taps, and there is the victory. And there we go. There are the stats that represent pretty much what I just said. Shoutouts to the Croc. Tyra is of course going to have a ton of damage. She went for a Burn Monster against a Yag, and Cassie with big game against the Ram is also going to have a ton, but we had highest other than those two, and I feel like I was actually adding quite a lot there to the team. Also, before I forget, because I forgot to do it in the other videos, here are some codes on screen for the crossover pass. They're redeemable, of course, one per person on any platform. You just go to the store and then hit redeem code, type it in. Whoever's first, congratulations, enjoy your free freaking battle pass. Shouts to you Mojo, of course, for providing the codes, and shouts to you for watching my videos. I appreciate you. Alright, well, for game 2, we're in for a bit of a tougher one. We'll go through the tons. We've got Totemic Water Resonance, Wormhole, then Street Justice. Pretty standard. Wormhole Exterminate's going to kind of suck, so is Power Cosmium Extension and Combustible. So I grabbed Resilience to maybe help with that, but I think we're going to be kind of screwed by the General. We can, of course, try and dodge the beam, but that General Script really is going to screw me over until we get max Resilience, and even then I'm still going to have to kind of play around it. There's some hits for a couple of them. There's the right click where the General Scope is freaking bouncing on me. Let's get rid of the Ray first if we can. I'm just going to go off the map. Well done, Drogos, for first blood, I think, with a knock. Yeah, he's gone for Combustible, even with Resilience. That still threw me far enough. If we play the objective in this one, we might be able to win, but it's going to be kind of tough. Ray's just sliding without walk animation. Okay, Fury Beam. Ow, there's a Q. Fury's blasting me there for like a minute, but she doesn't have anywhere near enough damage to go through us as Ram. That's the Jones with the grip. We'll pop the Q for the cooldown off of the F. There's the ultimate. They just about got around the corner, but we did still hit the Fury. Tap on her. We'll go around the corner here. Tap the Genos. Tap the Ray. Jones there with the grip. We'll pop the Q. Okay, Fury Beam skimmed me for a second there, but Resilience is actually starting to take some effect. Tap for the Ray. Do a bit of a spin. Try and play the objective, I guess. The Q's off cooldown in a sec. We'll dodge the Fury Beam. That's the Drogo's trying to ult me. Okay, Jones is going to grab me. Drogo's just going to land the punch. I feel like I'm being specifically screwed in this one just by their picks, but let's get rid of the Ray if we can. Never mind, she's got too much healing. I have no Cauterize. We do have Resilience finished at least, but that's the Eevee with the ult. That's a free double. Drop a sorry there because I just stole Eevee's kills. That's Fury with the ult. Eevee used the ult trying to make sure she can't stay on our Eevee for free. She's going to use her Ice Block. There's an ultimate. Just tap the Fury and the Ray. Finish her off if we can. Nice. Get rid of the Drogos here too if we can. Tap the Ray. Do a spin. If we can, tap the Ray again. Right click. See if we can finish her off. She doesn't really have a counter to us with her damage stuff. That's the knock from the Drogos. There's nothing now. More shots on him over there. I'm just trying to avoid the Genos. There's the F. He's probably going to grab me out of it, right? Or the Fury's just going to beam me. Just trying to play the objective. We are controlling it and contesting it quite a bit here. They're not really damaging me too much. Fury's going for the ult. She's been genning that a ton. Drogos is playing kind of weird. We'll load up the F. Tap the Ray. Tap the Genos. Tap whoever the hell we can with full health, so we're not really going to be able to tell how many people we tapped there, but a bunch of them. Had the Q on like 1 second cooldown there again, so we'll finish off our Chronos. Should help out with that exact problem. Shots on the Ray. See if we can finish her off. Maybe. Well done, Maeve there with the execute. We'll pop the F. Do a bit of a spin just to re-angle ourselves a bit. Taps on two of them. Fury should be gone, right? Yep, aggressive Ram. Finally, actually working. That's chance with the ult. Okay, bit of a weird angle to use that. This is definitely a way tougher situation for what we're going for here, and I'm still managing to do well. Shouts to the Grok and the Ying for the heals. I reckon if we play the objective, we can definitely still have this, but it's a better demonstration for how the setup's actually going to be a lot of the time if you're playing it in situations where it's kind of tough to pull off. Pop the right click shots here on the Drogos. That man is on a crazy streak. He's being pocketed kind of by the Ray, but we just don't have any Cauterize, so I can't really do anything about it. Should have used the F and then the Q. John's just going to grab me out of it. That's why. Fury with the beam. There's the Q. There's the F. We should be fine to actually get this off. Never mind, that's the Jones with the grab. Do I ult here? I don't know. I'm getting a ton of healing from the team, but it's getting hit by flipping everybody. Look at the amount of damage we took there. 5k just from the Ray. Drogos is very pushed up here. He's going to go for the ult. I'm not going to actually use the F because I'm just going to try and finish him off. First, he hit the Eevee. Should probably use the F and try and push in. We'll do a bit of a spin here because he thinks I'm going round. We'll push in on him. We'll go for the ult because they're all kind of stuck here. That's a 3-man hit, but it's not going to really do anything for us. There is the F, but I'm gone. I'm trying quite hard here to pull this off, but it really is getting kind of screwed just by the amount of CC and damage we're taking. Pop the F, just run a little bit. There's a tap for the Ray. Push her more in than she wanted to go. Maybe we can finish off. Body block her a little bit. Oh, she's nearly gone. There we go. Nice. Shots on the Drogos. 2 Jones with the ult. I used the Q for like the 5% damage reduction that gives us. It's probably not really worth even using it there, but whatever. We'll tap the Fury. Shots on her. Okay, shout team for the heals. There's a Q. That's Eevee with the ult. I'm dead. There's like freaking 4 of them there. Our Eevee ulted 2. That's Drogos and Fury going for it there as well. That's a team wipe. Ying's the only one left sat in the corner. Fair play to her. That's Jones with the grip. Purposely tried to run in there a little bit, obviously, so he could grab me out of it and use his his grip, it's got quite a long cooldown unless he gets like an limb after grabbing somebody. There's the Q. We'll go for the ult, see if we can get a couple of them. Okay, that's 2 hit, I think. We'll go for the F. He grabbed me like the same frame I activated it. Are you kidding me? Actually, I was with the grip again. Okay, I can't even get my F off here at all. There's a Q. Furious Beam stopped on the Ying decoy. It's actually kind of a nice counter. We'll walk around the side here, go for the F and then run back in, tap for the Ray, sure, do another spin, tap for the nobody because I missed. There's a Q. Shouts team for the heals. I'm just getting absolutely clapped with damage here. There goes the Eevee. We'll run round, but what I'm trying to say for like the past bloody 2 minutes, Jones went for the ult shots on him here. We'll go for the Q. I've interrupted myself again. He's gone at least. Drogo's trying to get the knock, but of course we've got tons of resilience. Run around here with the F, do a bit of a spin, get a double tap. Look at the mad heal we got on that. It's pretty much over though. We're 393 on their side to 260. Pop the Q, pop the F. Even with the damage reduction and the healing there, we still nearly got cleared. But what I've been trying to say for like friggin' 6 times in a row now is that this has actually been a really good showcase for their setup. We had game 1 where it worked really, really well and didn't really require that much effort. Game 2 where it still worked well but did require very different playstyle and trying to avoid stuff as best as we could. Really quite happy there though with how we did. 4882k is not bad there at all. Our Maeve though somehow ended up with 21 deaths, which is actually kind of impressive. That is nearly triple what we have somehow. I really don't like blaming the team whenever we lose games or whatever, but the stats on that one are really, really odd, so I'm just going to leave that up to your perception. From what you can see, that Maeve has a ton of deaths, but there's a bunch of just weird stuff going on. Then for their side, as you could see, they definitely deserved the win, but there we go. That was Raum based around his F, Marathon Enforcer Raum, whatever the hell I've titled this video. Don't think I've really got anything else to add here at the end, so I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me the next. I'll see you guys all really, really soon, and as always, stay frosty.